fanboy and a snob. I'm Chad.
And I'm Chris.
And we finally got a nice 4K TV down here. Nice 55-incher.
Could have watched anything.
We decided to watch what probably would look the best. Dragon Ball Evolution.
Yep.
You've never seen the whole thing of this till today.
Nope. In fact, the only scene I had seen was the scene with the chick where he's lighting the fire. It was the only part of the movie that I had ever seen. And I was really pissed off at it. And then you made me watch this.
Yeah.
So,
We had a couple weeks off, so I decided we'd come back with a bang.
I wanted to watch something interesting.
We'll watch that next week.
I want to watch Das Boot at one time now that we have this 4K TV. It'll look so good.
You're an idiot.
Have you ever seen Das Boot?
No.
Do you know what it's about? It's not about some fucking loser fucking bopping around not doing Kamehamehas, right? No Kamehameha. No Wolfang
Well, they
Fist.
had the Kamehameha, but
Where was Solar Flare?
Didn't learn Solar Flare.
Power Pole?
It was just a pole.
Just a fucking pole.
Yeah.
No flying Nimbus. No dragons just hanging out in the background. No wolf people walking around. The president wasn't a bunny man. This fucking movie sucked, dude.
The bunny man was in charge of the army. The dog guy was the
Blue dog guy was the president.
Yeah. And Goku went to school, man.
No Poir.
No Krillin.
No Oolong.
No Krillin.
Krillin
No.
kind of becomes useless by Z.
He's there to die to give Goku motivation to do better.
Well, that sucks. No mercenary Tao. No mention of the Red Ribbon Army.
Yeah. The Red Ribbon movie would have been awesome.
That would have been way better.
Yeah.
Because then you could justify him doing the airbending stuff, because it's like, well, he doesn't quite know how to shoot ki yet, so he's just doing bursts of energy.
So stupid.
Chow Yun-Fat was an okay Roshi. I wish
Minus the beard and
it just
lack of hair and sunglasses.
But like I said, it got all Chow Yun-Fat nailed what it meant to be Roshi, which was you're just an old pervert who can kick ass when he really wants to.
I forgot how bad the two characters playing Goku and Bulma were.
Yeah. You were like, she's in Shameless. And I was like, so?
It's like when I was younger, I thought she was really hot.
Shameless sucked, bro.
It was that one episode, man.
One episode. You know, the first 5 minutes of the first episode.
Let's talk about how this movie is just a mixture of a bunch of different movie styles put into one.
This was written by a committee.
It had the soundtrack to Spider-Man.
With a little bit of the ambient, like whenever, like in the...
Something dramatic happens, they go like the weird...
No, they had like, anytime there was a person on the scene, it was soundtrack for Spider-Man 1 and 2. But like when they slow pan to the Dragon Ball with the lava, it's literally just the Mordor like, da, da, you know, like, that they do.
What was... Yeah, and they even had a scene from the original Christopher Reeve Superman where him and Zod are going at each other. They go through and they're fighting up in the air, like, and it looked just as bad.
And they tried to do it in Man of Steel, but with more explosions, and it didn't quite work. It's almost like it's hard to shoot that. Maybe we should stop trying.
No, Man of Steel, it was Dragon Ball Z fighting. They look great. Shut the fuck up. You like Man of Steel.
I don't.
Yes, you do. You said it to me last night.
I said I like certain scenes, and we didn't speak last night. What are you fucking talking about? Last night was weird.
We'll get into that later.
Yeah.
No, but friggin', you like Yamcha.
Yeah, well, I kept waiting for him to turn into Yamcha. In fact, when he was going to stand up to fucking the Ozaru or whatever, I was like, oh shit, are we going to see a Wolfang Fist? And then, nope. He played like the, hi, I'm Yamcha, like perfect. And I was like, I like that. That's Yamcha isn't cool, you know? So like being played by a nerd, like a fucking loser, was awesome.
No, Yamcha was cool, but he just got older and stayed the same. So it started not being cool.
No, even go back and watch Dragon Ball. Like, sure, Bulma falls in love with him, but anytime he's like, "What's up? I'm a bandit," she's like, "Oh, yeah, cool." Like whenever he interacts with regular people, they're like, "Yeah, sure, buddy." Like that was Yamcha.
He was the smartest Z fighter.
The only one who decided to monetize his skills.
Well, Krillin did become a cop.
And got shot and almost died. Tien's out there, or Yamcha's out there hitting home runs and fucking signing record deals and dating models and driving fast cars.
Yeah, Krillin has 18.
And
weighs 18.
Weird baby.
She became human.
No.
The wish.
They weren't. They were human to begin with. They were just augmented human. Using the word android was incorrect.
Yeah, no, should have been
Cyborg.
Remember the movie Cyborg with Jean-Claude Van Damme?
Remember Cyborg in the Joss Whedon version of Justice League? How much better he was than the Zack Snyder cut?
Joss Whedon's just shooting himself in the ass. We can talk about that later. So you want to know the best part about this movie?
The martial arts was amazing.
The fights, yes.
Yeah, dude.
That first opening scene where he knocks the fly in Grandpa Gohan's mouth.
He was a beetle. You know what's the best part about martial arts movies?
Is seeing the action.
Yeah, it's seeing the martial arts. But if you hire a bunch of people who kind of know what they're doing,
and
it winds up like the Mortal Kombat movie.
It wasn't even good quick cut stuff because they weren't following the moves. They weren't in frame.
That whole cave scene, I was like, what's happening? Why is it so dark?
Just chopping things up and throwing them in lava.
But like, they were like, shit, this looks bad. Brightness down. Yeah. Can you tell what's happening on screen? No.
This movie had Spawn and Mortal Kombat Annihilation and
this felt like
CGI.
This was like Mortal Kombat Annihilation.
Especially when we turned in, it was which. No, you're wrong. They are different types of power levels that let you be able to control the big ape. But there's not smaller ones. They all get that big.
No, I'm talking into Journey into the West.
Oh, all right.
Is what I'm saying.
Yeah, but...
Which is what we almost watched, but for some reason watched this.
So we didn't have a lot of time, and I wanted to focus on that.
Boy, did we focus on this movie.
It made him like 8 feet.
I know.
And he just
but
passions himself out of it. No, he's supposed to be a minus beast that doesn't take control. And Piccolo doesn't fucking control him. And Goku didn't come from a fucking meteor.
I mean, maybe meteor spaceship. What's really the difference?
Intelligent life sending down a...
Yeah, but in Dragon Ball, he didn't come out of a spaceship.
Yes, he did.
No.
He came in a Saiyan pod.
No, they reveal the whole Saiyan pod bullshit when Raditz shows up. That's Dragon Ball Z. That's not Dragon Ball anymore.
Yeah, but Goku still came in the Saiyan pod.
No, I thought it was
he
just...
left.
I thought in the first episode of Dragon Ball, it's just like, I found him. He's mine now.
Yeah, he found him out of the Saiyan pod.
I didn't think the Saiyan pod was there until Raditz retconned it.
Well, it wasn't, but he did come in a Saiyan pod.
Okay, so if it wasn't there...
Because he probably got thrown out of the thing.
No, you're not. Okay. He
did leave in a Saiyan pod, because it shows in the Bardock movie and everything, him sending Goku off to Earth.
Right, in the Bardock movie, which came out after Dragon Ball.
Yeah, because there were no Saiyans when Dragon Ball...
So he couldn't have come in a Saiyan pod then, because there was no Saiyans yet.
But canonly...
No, canonly, you're absolutely wrong. And you know what Toriyama's writing process is?
That sounds good.
Oh wait, shit, I wrote that? Nah, just ignore it. Yeah, no. Like, I love the Saiyan Saga, don't get me wrong, but like, Dragon Ball and Dragon Ball Z are two completely different shows. Dragon Ball is a fun little adventure about a kid that's super powerful, learning the ways of the world, and Dragon Ball Z is about power levels and shooting aliens.
Now, do you think they saw what's Avatar: The Last Airbender, the live action side? We're not putting a kid as the main character.
Straight up. And then they went, but that airbending's fucking sick.
I mean, people know what it is.
Yeah, we'll just call it airbending.
Explain how to control ki.
Yeah. They do it one episode in GT where they explain what ki is.
No, it was Dragon Ball Z when he's talking to Videl about it.
I thought that was GT.
Nope.
I thought older Gohan was GT.
No, remember he fights Boo and everything? That's Videl?
True. I thought that was all part of GT. GT's a blur.
GT had cool ideas. They were just stupid.
GT is like...
Omega Shenron's kind of cool. Baby's cool.
I liked Great Saiyaman.
I don't Z.
That was Z2? I thought that was GT. That's when I stopped watching, was right around there. When I saw Great Saiyaman, I was like it, but fuck this. And I just walked away.
I love it. Gohan's the best.
Yeah, I know. You named your kid Gohan, which is weird.
She wouldn't let me.
The fact that it was even a conversation.
Hey, little Gohan, get over here.
What'd your dad name you after? An anime from the 80s that he's obsessed with.
It's like the creator shits on the character all the time, so I don't get it.
I don't get it. I mean, I watched it. Gohan sucks. He couldn't have named me like Raditz or something. Raditz is a cool name.
Ooh, Piccolo. Let's talk about Piccolo.
Piccolo was... At first, remember at the beginning, I was like, he's not that bad.
Then the light gets on him.
Yeah, and then you're like, ooh.
It's like his little tentacle things.
He looks like a villain from the most recent season of Power Rangers.
Ugh.
I'm not watching it. I gave up. I'll watch it later.
The movie wasn't fun.
No, it wasn't fun at all. And the scenes where it was supposed to be funny or cool or like endearing fell flat.
Just because the acting is so bad.
Like
Chow and Fat's the only one, and Yamcha. I'll give Yamcha.
The Yamcha guy was funny.
They were the only two that were like
hamming it up.
Even the guy playing Piccolo, he had like 3 scenes. He probably had 5 minutes of screen time.
He did do the Piccolo yell. Oh, yeah, he did that when he was flying towards Goku. It sounded like the TV show, and I was like, "Good for you, dude."
So stupid.
Can you imagine being like told you're gonna play Piccolo, so you watch this anime to
Get
like
hyped.
get into character, and you're like, "Dude, this Piccolo guy's actually pretty rad." And they're like, "And here's the script."
And why couldn't
I
they
fucking stand around and do nothing.
Why couldn't they just give him like the purple gi with the red around it and stuff? Instead of giving him that lame ass armor.
Or if they want us to recognize him, give him the fucking turban and the shoulder pads.
That's Dragon Ball Z.
I understand, but if
Yeah.
they're changing things, if they want us to recognize him as Piccolo, give him his iconic gear, or at least the blue gi with the brown shoes or something.
Stupid.
And then Goku wears the gi for like 2 seconds, and
And
it
the gi
just
sucks.
doesn't
There's too
look
much
right.
to it.
Yeah, there's too many things. The gi. I always assumed Goku's gi
It's
was just
simple.
like a simple cloth T-shirt, pretty much. Gets fucking ripped all the time.
Yeah. That's where she stopped spending a lot of money on it because Goku just fucked it up all the time.
Yeah,
Bulma was bad.
Bulma was pretty terrible.
I remember going into the movie, I think Bulma was the best, but I think that's just a young
You straight
Chad.
up said that to me. You're like, dude, Bulma's the best part.
A young Chad was like, so attractive.
And then we got introduced to her, and I was like, dude, she kind of fucking sucks.
The voice is really annoying.
I don't mind the voice, but it's just the things like
Yeah.
she was saying.
Why couldn't they just give her purple hair?
It was blue. It's supposed to be blue, not purple.
Blue. Trunks and purple.
Yeah.
Duh.
And because people don't have blue hair. So what they needed to do is they need to dye it so black that it starts to look blue, because that's a thing that happens.
What they need to do straight out at the beginning of the movie, show a dog person.
Yep, dog person and a dinosaur. I would have been like, I'm in the Dragon Ball world.
Oh. We get to see Goku chase like a fucking dinosaur, just
We
drag
get to see
it.
Goku pick a giant fish out of the water.
Yeah.
No tail. He didn't
I
have
know.
a tail. How could he turn into fucking the Ozaru
The
without
blood moon. It only happens during the eclipse, not every fucking moon. Where
But isn't Bardock...
Goku didn't fucking kill Grandpa Gohan.
No, he didn't.
So there's no reason for him to have like that
Angst, that rage. Also, Bardock could just create false moons and turn people into Ozaru whenever he wants. That was like his big technique, remember?
Vegeta could do it.
But he learned it from Bardock. The whole thing with Bardock is he's the one who figured it out. They talk about it in the second Bardock movie, because there's two now. Where he fights Frieza's like great, so on
Oh
and so
yeah, I
on.
remember that.
Yeah. Bardock. I
He
remember
gets fucking blown up from Frieza and time travel somehow.
I came back from a Cub Scout meeting.
I guess you came after watching.
Yeah, I did. I came back from a Cub Scout meeting and I turned on Toonami, and it was right at the beginning of the Bardock movie, and I was like, Goku looks different. And then he called himself Bardock, and I was like, the fuck is this? And I didn't know it was supposed to be Goku's dad until the very end. I thought I was just watching a random story about a random Saiyan. And I was like, whoa, this is rad as fuck. And then they tied it into Goku, and I was like, oh, I kind of ruined it.
He looks so badass with the red band.
I thought it, when he flies out and Frieza's doing the thing. And,
Frieza!
yeah, he calls him out. I was like, fuck yeah, Bardock, get him.
Yeah. And they kind of
This movie had nothing like that.
No, there was no epicness. There was no fights.
There was no fuck
It was all just like airbending and
There was no scene where you were like, fucking get him, Goku.
Yeah.
Fuck him up.
like ugh.
When Goku gets mad, it's the best.
Like we said, the best fight in the movie was the Chi-Chi fight where she fought herself and it lasted
Yeah.
like a minute.
And it was even bad then. Ah. Then he fucking knocked her out and left her in a burning building.
And then she's like, hey, I'm here, I'm training.
Yeah, I feel bad. Fuck. There was no moment, like, they should have had a moment where Piccolo hit Chi-Chi and Goku, like,
Yeah.
you know, because you don't fuck with Chi-Chi, man. You should have had that moment. What about the boyfriend who got put in a coma and now he's in the hospital and girlfriend's sleeping with another dude?
Goku just like gets cocky and takes him out. And they hit each other with like tire irons.
Yeah, that scene was stupid.
Any school. Did you use your key to open the lockers?
Yeah. So he uses his keto, and then she doesn't instantly start screaming because every locker just exploded open.
Oh, she knows about it. She's
But
like,
even if you knew about it, wouldn't you be like, "What the fuck?" You know, like that's a normal reaction to something like that. Not, I know about Key, and then fucking, I've been watching you.
Right when those lockers opened, she got all horned up. You know it's true. Right when that happened, she was like after him.
I had a
saying,
girl, sixth
Yes.
grade, open my locker for me because I couldn't figure it out, and I got a boner.
You got a little chub?
Little chub, she did it for
Chris
me.
chub?
I don't know. You said it, and it reminded me.
Oh god.
She was Cuban.
This fucking storyline, this is so stupid
So
though.
dumb. It's bare bones. It's boring.
The ending came like way too fast too.
No, no, it didn't.
No, the final Piccolo
I'm
fight.
saying
Like, oh,
the ending didn't come soon enough.
yeah.
That movie fucking sucked. Remember the scene where Bulma and Yamcha are walking through the streets, and she's like, "Look at all of them. They're ants beneath my boot. I could rule them." And Yamcha's like, "Whoa, what?" And she's like, "Never mind."
That made it more interesting.
Yeah, it would have been a way better movie. No, that didn't
Why
happen.
did they put the capsules? They're just like cars that go.
And you only ever see the car go.
Yeah. So Yamcha
They get trapped in a hole.
Yamcha puts a trap out and they fall in a hole.
Just like in that fucking anime, they
like
crash into the
anime.
ditch.
So instead of Bulma pulling out capsules, being like, ladder, bitch.
Bulma would have
or
like,
a house.
She would have a house, a fucking car, a plane. Like she would be ready.
And there was no scene with Goku being confused about
No
the lack of
pee-pee.
pee-pee.
Yeah. That'd be weird because this Goku's like 16 and that Goku was like 4. So like Goku was 16 being like, "Where's the dick?" You'd be like, "What was your grandpa doing to you, man?"
I just hate how they put him in school.
It made no sense.
Goku's like just the most simple-minded,
That's what we were saying.
optimistic character.
Part of his charm is his complete lack of understanding anything but fighting. Like he doesn't know anything else.
Chi-Chi tricks him into having sex and everything.
Multiple times.
And Goku, Vegeta's talking to Goku about kissing her. He's like, "What's a kiss?" or something like that. And
And
Vegeta's
Vegeta's
like,
like, "What?"
"You have 2 kids."
And that's when Vegeta calls like the police and he's like, "I think my friend's being raped. I don't know what to do. She scares me."
She beats her kids. She probably does.
Yeah, I mean, think about it. If your kids could like destroy planets, you need to smack the shit out of them while you can to put it in their head that you can beat them up. Because the second that kid's like, "I can kill you and everyone on this planet," you're like, "Mm-hmm."
Brightburn.
Yeah. Yes, exactly. Yeah, you get Brightburn. That movie was okay. We should have watched Brightburn.
There's a lot of movies we probably should have watched. But I was in a not serious mood today.
We almost watched
Journey to the West.
and
Good times.
and Passion. Not Passion. That would have been fucking.
I was thinking about it.
We should watch Passion one time.
Easter.
Right before Mel Gibson's sequel comes out, we'll watch the first one and then we'll watch the sequel.
Last Temptation, first. I think.
Yeah. That Willem Dafoe one.
That was a long ass movie.
2.5 hours long. That was the longest of the 3. That's why we picked this one. We were looking for something right around the 90-minute mark.
Somebody showed up late. And you know what movie's only 86 minutes?
Dragon Ball.
Doesn't even make it a full hour and a half.
Dude, I even took the shortcut home, the back route shortcut, and I got stuck behind someone going 15. So, like, from when I hung up, I didn't get to my house. I called you at, like, 3:40-ish? I didn't pull into my driveway until, like, 4:10. And I was like, "You stupid gun!" And she drove past my house. So it's not like she was going to any of the neighborhoods. She was just
Not
driving nice and slow. I was like, I'm so angry.
Are there any redeeming qualities in this movie? For you, at least.
Chow Yun Fat's always good and everything.
Yeah. Is that it?
Yeah.
I remember seeing this movie in theaters with my buddy Kyle, who loves Dragon Ball Z 2, and just the amount of disappointment in that first scene where it's him and Grandpa Gohan just like training on the clotheslines and everything.
But like Goku, like originally never really trained in martial arts per se.
Yeah, he did.
Grandpa would
Gohan
like
trained him.
he would like make him lift things and fucking.
No, he trained him how to fight and everything.
Not really.
Yeah.
Not to the effect that he knows in the movie. His early Goku still gets his ass kicked constantly. This Goku never got his ass kicked.
Yeah, but he doesn't get his ass kicked by just anybody. He beats everybody else up. And fucking Master Roshi does the Kamehameha, and then Goku does a mini one right into the car after looking at it. And he's like, "It took me like 100 years to look that."
Yeah, but he's also an alien. But anyway, Krillin was faster than him. Remember? So when they first meet.
No, Krillin was. I watched this episode 2 days ago. It was only because Goku had holes in his shoes.
Yeah, but Krillin was faster.
And then Goku got new shoes and he whipped the floor off him.
And then he gets beaten up by fucking Tien a lot.
Tien was a beast back then.
And Master Mercenary Tao.
Mercenary Tao was so cool. Just rides in a fucking tree.
Just knocks
What do
it
you mean?
over.
A Star guy knocks a tree over, throws it, just jumps on it, and just, see you later.
That's so fucking cool. No flying Nimbus either.
Yeah.
Nimbus doesn't really come in until later.
Master Roshi.
Yeah. No baby Gamera.
No Emperor Pilaf.
Yeah.
He kind of had Mai, but she was just like Piccolo's little minion.
Yeah, and she would like transform and shit. That made no sense.
Yeah.
Um,
I don't know, man. There's a lot of stuff. I honestly think this movie is just hey, we're gonna lose the rights in like a week. We can make this movie.
like an Amazing Spider-Man kind of deal, where they're like, "Fuck, if we don't make something, we'll lose it."
Mm.
I think someone got Toriyama drunk and was like, "Come on," and he was like, "Ah, whatever, go for it."
No, it's probably like CGI looks good nowadays.
CGI will never. That's the problem. With, like even like going back and watching the Avengers, they look bad now.
Endgame looks good.
Looks bad now.
Oh, if Thanos.
No. Trust me. Watched it the other day. Looks bad now. You can clearly see it's a cartoon. Like you can clearly see it's a. When you see it the first time, you're like, "Whoa!" And then you see it the second time, you're like, "I see an outline." People don't have outlines. That doesn't make sense.
Shut up.
Do you have an outline?
Yeah. See.
Told you to stop wearing black.
That's all I wear.
Yeah, fuck this movie.